when you look at Bitcoin right now and you think about how the Democrats are really at war with it, it's fascinating to see, because this thing just keeps marching forward and marching forward and marching forward. And there's been so much demand for it that Wall Street's responded to that demand. And you got BlackRock in there, and you've got Grayscale in there, and you've got all these ETFs now where you can buy fractional ownership in Bitcoin. And so Harris is like, oh, I'm gonna fix that. We have to make sure that we have all kinds of regulation so that, quote, we launch a national effort, cryptocurrency investment, so that black men who make them know that their money is safe. So that was an interesting thing to hear, especially, in light of this little thing that happened the other day, and that would be a debate between Warren and her competitors there in Massachusetts, and Elizabeth Warren, who is no crypto fan, because, she loves regulation, and this is sort of anti-regulation and anti-Fed and anti-government. Well, she had no use for this, you guys. Listen.
Go after them on overdraft fees, where folks like JP Morgan Chase were making more than $1 billion a year off people who were struggling making it day to day. I'm in those fights, but I think crypto ought to have to follow the same rules as everybody else.
Briefly,
I
because
wish
I'd like to
Senator
move on.
Warren would attack inflation the way she attacks crypto. I wish she would attack securing the border the way she's focused on crypto.
Yeah, look, she loves a good fight, right? That Elizabeth Warren. She loves the idea of more regulation. I think a lot of people that really believe that are Bitcoin maximalists will actually tell you, one of the best ways to fight all those fees is actually through cryptocurrencies, because the transaction fees are like nil, right? It's zip, zero, nada. So think about it right now. Like, you go over to some other country. I was in Ireland this summer, and every time I put my credit card down, they want to charge a fee associated with the transfer of money. But in Bitcoin, like, there's no fee, right? Because you're able to transfer, you're able to store money. It's fascinating stuff. I'm actually going to have Michael Saylor. Do you guys know who Michael Saylor is? He's like the godfather of Bitcoin. He made a huge bet on it in summer of 2020, and he's now a legend. I'm telling you, a legend. And he's really good at explaining it, and he's super smart, and he's been very successful. So I'm going to bring him on next week, and we're going to talk about it some more, because I just think it's interesting to watch right now. And in light of what Druckenmiller Miller's saying in terms of where markets are, where crypto is, how we can glean from that who's going to win the election, it's really pretty darn cool.